the event the boat goes under, stand up.
Where's your
It's 3 feet to 5 feet. You'll be
in
fine.
the trash?
Some of you are not 5 feet tall. I will keep an eye on you. But just keep jumping till I get them. All right. So sit back, relax, enjoy the scenery. Here we go. So this is the Shops at River Center. It's a mall. It's like every other mall, except there's a river in it. The mall opens at 12 on Sundays and closes at 6. So right now is the time to go to the mall. You can walk around, you can see what you like, and then order it on Amazon. Yeah. You know, meet you at home and save a couple bucks. We're all Prime members, right? Now, do any of you love the color purple?
Kind
We have
of.
a store in the mall called Primarily Purple. Everything in the store is purple except for the workers. And no one's purple. We looked into it. There's another store sells nothing but black color clothing called Hot Topic. Like loud music and angry children. Do it by the register. You guys have been there. Now, when we leave the mall, look to your right. There's a daycare center, but it's for older boys. My last boat didn't get it. Some guy was like, Chili's.
Oh, come on, man.
Now, those of you on the right, watch out for these plants. They're incredibly poisonous, but we always stay really far away from them because your safety is... Oh my God! I'm kidding. It's like parsley. It's hard.
Oh, come
If you
on.
look up, there's a lemon tree, and that makes everything better. Yeah, we have lemons, oranges, loquats, avocado, papaya, banana, figs, pomegranate, tangerine, and olive. Not in the same tree. They're different ones. That'd be cool though, right? What do we call that? Fruit tree? Up and to your right is that pomegranate tree. There's like 2 pomegranates left. Leave them alone. Now, when we round the corner, there's a guy holding a baby. There it is. It's St. Anthony de Padua, patron saint of Portugal. A gift given to us from Portugal. They gave it to us for our hemisphere at 68. The hemisphere was like a World's Fair. About 7 million people attended. It made the Riverwalk the number 2 tourist attraction. The number 1's the Alamo. Yeah, if you want. It's that new body spray I'm wearing, huh?
Looks like that.
Oh, no problem.
Are those pine trees real?
Now, high and to your right, there's a church steeple, St. Joseph's Catholic Church, built 1868 by German settlers. They wanted a church where they could worship in their own language. They built their own church. All their stained glass imported from Munich, and they hold service in German every last Sunday of the month. So if any of you have a yearning to hear a German sermon, be here on the last Sunday of the month. If any of you are wondering what day that lands on, there's an app on your phone. It's called Calendar. Solve riddles. It's a beautiful church, but if you're on street level, you got a 90% chance of walking right past it. The mall we were in, tried to buy the property from it. Church said no. So the mall bought everything around it. Blocks them in on 3 sides. When they first opened the mall, there's a big department store then. It was called Jotsky's. And everyone who lived here jokingly called it St. Jotsky's for years. Some people still call it St. Jotsky's. Even though Jotsky's not here. It's a really nice church though. The stones they used to build it were taken from the Sunken Garden, which is by the San Antonio Zoo. Have you guys been to our zoo? It's pretty amazing. They just redid it and you can see the animals now. So it's really exciting. You can feed a giraffe. You stand on a balcony, Jeffrey walks over, pops his head up, you give him lettuce. Best $7 you'll ever spend. Don't bring your own lettuce, it's frowned upon. Yeah, found that out the hard way. Shouldn't have been shredded lettuce, that was kind of weird. Now, we're going into the natural flow of the river. We come out from under this bridge, the river's only going to be about 2 to 3 feet deep. It's all mud and rock bottom. Imagine a big horseshoe. This would be the bottom of the horseshoe you're about to see. Now, we're going to go to the left. And to our left is the Hilton Palacio del Rio, which means Hilton Palacio del Rio. Palace on the river. The Hilton is a 500-room hotel, and it was put together in 202 days. How they built it so quickly is modular construction. The first 4 floors and elevator shafts were built here, and every room was built on an assembly line 8 miles south. They brought the rooms in on flatbed trucks. They used 2 cranes. They picked up the rooms and they stacked them up like Legos. They say every room in there is soundproof, fireproof, waterproof, and explosion-proof. I don't know how you test explosion-proof, but that's what they told me. I stayed there once. The rooms are fireproof. Furniture stuff, not even close. Now, straight ahead is La Villita. You can see a sign that says La Villita in the distance. It's a little village, but it was our first neighborhood. The Payaya Indians lived there, Spanish soldiers lived there, and German and French settlers lived there in the 1850s. Now it's just a cool artisan community. There's 28 shops, little cafes, a church, and you can just wander around, check out some stuff, grab a souvenir. There's a candle store. Everyone loves candles. A gift that says your apartment stinks. Now, you guys heard the story, everything's bigger in Texas. Look up and to your right. World's largest margarita mixer. You're looking up at 900,000 gallons of margarita. There's 12 steps to the top of it, and it opens at 5. Are you guys gonna meet me at 5:15 or what? I'm off tomorrow, let's do this. Sunday fun day. This is the artisan. Anyone see the movie Miss Congeniality?
Oh, yeah.
They filmed a swimsuit competition right here. It took us 3 days to film 9 seconds. We kept crashing, but it was like the best 3 days ever. They filmed another scene here. Remember that part in the movie where he's asking the ladies questions? Says, "What's your idea of the perfect date?" She says, "April 25th. It's not too hot. It's not too cold." That was filmed right here. The bells are for the 5 missions. The middle bell bears the name of Robert Hugman. He's the man that designed the Riverwalk. He's also the guy who made bridges too low, and they nearly decapitate boat drivers. I used to worry about hitting my head, but honestly, I don't care anymore. I haven't given up, it's just I'm not that tall. On a good day, I stand, I don't know, like 5'11". I get close, right? Yeah, if I was 6 foot, game over. Or if I was wearing heels. That's a different boat ride. Later at night and costs a little bit more money. Now on your right, totally worth it, thank you. She was on it. Oh, she looked familiar. On our right is the Briscoe Western Museum and my favorite sculpture. I like the sculpture because the guy on the horse reminds me of Festus from Gunsmoke. Some of you will get that program. Some of you have no idea what I'm talking about. It's not for you. It's not for you. Don't worry about it. Anywho, it's a beautiful museum. Santa Ana Swords in there. Pancho Villa's Last Saddles in there. Wells Fargo Stagecoach. Really great museum. If any of you are here on Tuesday, the museum's free from 4 p.m. until 9 p.m. So if you're here on Tuesday, come in and get it for free. Today, I think they're open till like 5 o'clock. I want to say 3. This bridge knocked out one of my coworkers. We're not going to do it, but I'll just tell you what happened. It was a magical day. You know that guy at work that no one likes? It was him. So, you know, it all made us very happy. He ran into this beam right here, just pow, right in the kisser. And, yeah, long story short, he got rattled. But they made him a supervisor like a month later. And we're all like, we still bring it up. Like, remember when you got bumped up? And he doesn't think it's funny at all, but we still keep bringing it up. On your right, there's a tree, which I love. This is a really cool tree. It's a Montezuma cypress tree. It gets better. Give me a second. Now, we're going to break one of the rules. I told you to remain seated at all times. Not right now. Here on this side of the boat, you need to stand up real quick. Pop it up. Look down on the floor. The roots of the tree make the island. It's shaped like a heart. They call it Marriage Island. It frequents 360 marriages a year. They say when you get married here, you have good luck for that day. Yeah, you only get 1 day. Don't be greedy. The rest is on you. You know what they don't tell you? Divorce Island, beside the bridge. Don't step on it till you lose your stuff. I've been there twice.
Wow.
Some say I'm a slow learner. I say I'm a hopeless romantic. Watch out for this bridge. Don't touch it. There's like spider webs, and there's like spider eggs. And where there's spider eggs, there's spiders. So, sure, yeah. Now, just around the river bend, the Bear County Courthouse. Built 1896, made of red sandstone and granite. It's one of the oldest still functioning courthouses
What
here in
uniform
Texas.
is this?
Up and to our left, Tower Life building, 404 feet tall, neo-Gothic architecture. The gargoyles way up top are water spouts. And when it rains, water flows out of them and ends up down here on the river. It's all part of the building drainage system. When the sun goes down, the gargoyles come to life,
Okay.
fight crime, they go after bad children. It's really exciting when that happens. Now, where the first floor meets the second floor, can you guys see that? There's like pairs of faces.
Oh yeah.
These are called grotesques. They're supposed to ward off evil spirits. They do nothing. It's so sad. The guys
I'm
that
not
built
scared
this
of
were like
you.
super excited about it, but the building opened 1928, 1929, stock market crashed. They went big for it. Back then, it cost them close to $3 million to build it. They sold it for a little over 30 grand.
Oh,
In that
wow.
movie, Cloak and Dagger, Eisenhower had an office there before he became president. Do any of you remember the first Ghostbusters movie?
Yeah.
Nothing
I loved
to do
it.
with that building. Yeah, nothing at all.
Who are you gonna call?
I used to work there though. I was an elevator operator. Yeah, I stood in a box for 8 hours a day, and now I drive in a circle, point out buildings.
Watch out,
Dreams do come
Ducky.
true. The art nature's paying off. Now, all of you have cameras for some reason, so you want to get those out. This is going to be the best photo you ever receive. Are you guys ready? Okay, just look back here real quick. Yeah, have that frame, okay? If you look back, this is kind of something we argue about at work. They say the building looks like it should. A little bit, kind of. Squint your eyes, and it looks like the Titanic. Squint them incredibly tight, and you can see Jack up front.
Hi,
Bob
Jack.
Hope made fun of it for years, said it was the world's largest syringe. Some of you
That
get
does
the point of
look
that,
like the
others are going to
Titanic.
wonder who's Bob Hope.
How do you know there's
On your right from behind our boat, that's the old marina. It looks like they filmed the first Saw movie in there. Don't go in there, it's terrifying. We have another marina, I'm not supposed to tell you about it. It's at a secret location. It's around the corners, to the left, 200 yards away. It's going to be on the right side of the river. Oops. Now, which one of you knows how to swim? Good for you. The rest of you, you're in trouble. It's 20 feet deep right here. If you can't swim, don't fall in.
Wow.
They built the flood channel because we had a hurricane. It was 1921, September 12th, 3 a.m. Floodwaters, 11 feet higher than street level. A third of the city was underwater. We can drain the whole Riverwalk in 8 hours. It is the most magical time of the year. All the drivers get 10 days off. Also the saddest time of the year. People come over here for vacation. There's no boats.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like when the Griswolds got to Wally World. Now up and to your left is a bunch of locks. There's a chapel right here.
Oh, jeez,
Oh,
dude.
yeah, I know about the
They
locks.
put their name on the lock,
Yeah.
put the key in the river, and your love lasts forever. It's like
Yeah.
the bridge to
That's
Paris.
the bridge.
We have
That's
a
the
big
real
restaurant
locks.
next to ours.
Yeah, I was doing that
The thing about
stuff.
our city is we have commitment issues, so we use combination locks. It's still very romantic. On your right, Jury Plaza Hotel, they gave us 850 feet of sidewalk, so you guys can walk in a continuous loop around the river without ever going up the street level. It's a nice 2-mile walk. There was no sidewalk down here. People had to go up the street level, and they kept getting lost. They made a big loop that people could walk along and still get lost. Now,
Sharknado!
we come from underneath Commerce Street. We're gonna go by the
Where?
oldest tree on the Riverwalk. The oldest tree is the Montezuma cypress tree. It's the same kind of tree that Merritt Island is made out of. But this one's the oldest, and it's over 400 years old. And they gave it a
Oh.
nickname. They call it the sniper tree. Yeah, before the Battle of the Alamo, there was a guy up there with a rifle. Can you see him? He can see you. I'm kidding.
I like turtles.
But it is the oldest tree on the river. It was planted on a Thursday. It's like a 1 in 7, if you're wondering if I was right. This is gate 3. Gate 3 works like a guillotine. The gate weighs 3 tons. For 2 weeks, the gate's been dropping without reason. It used to be fun. When you got underneath it, we had a metal door I'm standing on. I would slam it shut, the whole boat would shake, and I would laugh at you. They don't let me do that anymore because people get all weird. Want to talk to a supervisor? My chest hurts. Call me a ambulance. babies. To your right, there's a tree growing out of the wall. You guys see it?
Yeah.
So, the flood of 21, this is what they say. The water came through here and it pushed the tree into the rock wall. The roots go in the wall, then back into the river, so no one needs to water it. It's like the first chia pet. What I find amazing is that the water pushed a tree through a rock wall. That's why paper beats rock.
I hate rocks.
On our right's the Esquire, longest wooden bar in Texas. The bar is 109 feet long and is the oldest bar on the Riverwalk. It opened the day Prohibition ended. Yep, when they heard it was legal, they tore down the haircut signs and they went right back to work. Coming up on our right, we'll go by the Aztec Theater. The Aztec opened 1926. It was a silent movie theater, and they remodeled it to show silent films again because silent films were so exciting the first time around. They had a live Western show for a very long time, and now they have concerts there on weekends. They call it the Aztec Lounge.
Well, that's nice.
They're live concerts, they're not silent concerts. That'd be weird. Hello. Now, right in front of us is a small footbridge, and that bridge was in the movie Selena. Did anyone see that movie?
Yes.
Yep.
Jennifer Lopez
I
played
love
her.
Selena.
Because of that movie, every night there's a random girl up there pretending to be Selena. So if you want to come back and sit on a bridge and just yell bitty bitty bomb bomb,
Yes.
tonight's your night to shine.
I will.
And I want you to shine bright like a diamond. If you're gonna do it, can I give you a couple of pointers? You know, I've been doing this for a while. You want to sit with your feet hanging over like right here, okay? And you want your back to that tree. Now you need a friend. Come over here to this one and take your photo in this angle, and it looks just like the movie, okay? Now if I flip by here again later on tonight and I see you doing it wrong, I'm gonna tackle you. Take your photo, we're gonna start all over again, okay?
It ain't tackle me.
Now, to our left is the Omni La Mansion mansion. This hotel opened 1852 at Sister Mary's School for Boys. Later became Mary's Academy and Sister Mary's Law. They moved to a new location. 2 law students came back, bought the property, and made it into the hotel it is today. The hotel was rated one of the top 5 hotels in the world, and it was on the show Lifestyles, the Rich and Famous Choice. Now, when we come out from under the bridge, turn to your left, please. That's that way. And look up as high as you can. The building we're about to go by will appear to be a flat, freestanding wall. So everybody just turn to the left and look up right about now.
What? Oh wow. Oh wow.
That is the Knicks Hospital in 1930. You know what's really weird about our hospital? There's a pub that got shrimp in the basement. You don't see that every day. I do. Every 30 minutes. Straight ahead's the Hyatt. The Hyatt was built short because the Alamo's a block behind it. The Alamo's a war memorial. It's illegal to cast a shadow onto it. So they built the Hyatt to a perfect height and never cast a shadow onto the Alamo. How many of you have been to the Alamo? Woo! Alright. How many of you guys been to the basement in the Alamo?
The Alamo is
Good.
pretty.
There's no basement. You know what's weird? Every boat ride, someone puts their hand up and says yes. Like, what'd you see? They're like, stuff. My favorite answer, by the way, is stuff.
It could be jalapeno.
Some guy told me dirt one time.
I saw turtles.
Now, the bridge above you is filled with bats. You won't see them because they're physically inside of it. But when the sun goes down, oh, that's when the magic happens. All these bats come pouring out of it.
I heard
I'll show you
bats.
where they come out from, so if you guys want to see that later on, you know where to stand. So, you see where that guy is standing by that little brown sign right there, over there on the left? That's where you want to stand, but you want to look back towards me real quick. See where the beams connect? There's a big hole right there. The bats come pouring out, they circle around for like 30 minutes, and they go after the smallest person they can find. This is the secret. Don't be the slowest. Trip somebody. Run. My dad told me that when I was a kid. This is my brother. Faster. It's his fault. Now this is River Square. This is where the food is. When you go by these restaurants, something weird is going to happen. The people outside are going to stare at you. I want you to stare into their souls and show them your teeth. It's a sign of dominance, like this, look at. That's a no, we're not on the menu, go ahead. If you want to wave at them because you're friendly, you standard wave. Minimal effort, you can do it, go ahead, try that one out. Now, let's get fancy on it. You're going to cup your hand, bring it to your temple, give you a wrist-to-wrist elbow. That is a parade wave, a royal wave, or a princess wave. Royal wave was invented so you wouldn't be blurry in photographs. Yeah, totally true. Now, if you have the energy, Forrest Gumping it is the way to go. Rapid fire. There's no bone in your forearm. Quick movements. And if you want to make someone feel really uncomfortable, you point and stare. They won't do anything. You're on a boat ride. Now, you probably noticed all the ducks hang out by the restaurant. Well, people outside feed them tortilla chips.
Oh,
Every
that's
duck
not
you've
good.
seen, corn-fed,
You have to feed
free-range,
him bread.
delicious. So buttery. On our right, the Clifford Building, and you'll see a statue of Robert H. Hudson. It's a bust. Look to your right. There he is, the guy without arms over there. In real life, he had them. And he was way taller. Yeah, he put his office on river level because people were scared to work down there. Anytime it rained and flooded, you wanted to prove the point that your business would thrive. Now, when we come out from under the bridge, look up and to your left, there's a very bright yellow thing. That is the sun. And don't look at it for a long time. It'll hurt your eyes. Hello. All right, we're going back into the man-made section. Rest of the boat ride 5 feet deep. So if you're 4'11", stay on your toes. This section's my favorite. They built it for the Hemisphere in '68. It was dug up by the Zachary Company. That's not why I like it. I like this section because I see something here more than anywhere else. People fall in right here. All the time. I don't know why it happens, but I hope you see it. Because it makes you feel warm inside. I've been doing this for a while, and the most I got 5 in a row. That's an ace. That's like Bigfoot high-fiving a unicorn. Yeah. What happened is over here on the left side of the river, there are 5 young ladies together. They were walking arm in arm, and the one in the middle tripped. Started a domino effect. Started shuffling. The girl on the left was the anchor. All we heard was, Krista! No one let go. BFF for life. So if you're walking with someone and they trip, what do we do?
Let go.
That's right. You save yourself. Get off me, Brittany.
Not
Pull out
Britney
your
Spears.
phone, get a picture of it and you put it on Instagram. Hashtag oops. Hashtag walk much. Hashtag see you next fall. None of you are going to fall in because I like you and we're on the same boat. Same boat, same team? Dilly dilly.
That's right.
Straight ahead's the Marriott. The one next to it is the Marriott, but the taller one is the Marriott. Before we could build the tall Marriott, there was a hotel there called the Fairmont. Fairmont is a historical building, so in our city we couldn't destroy it. The Marriott paid to move them, ripped them right out of their foundations, put on air-filled tires, drove it 6 blocks. The Fairmont's on Alamo and Nuevo Street in the Guinness Book of Records for the largest building ever built. 3-story hotel weighed 16,000 tons. When they moved it, people stood outside and they watched it go by. This all happened before the internet. Younger viewers, let me tell you a story. A long time ago, there was no internet. People went outside. TV just turned off at midnight. Phones were stuck to a wall in your house. SUVs were called station wagons. Seatbelts optional. Child safety seat, your mom's arm. Stop you from hitting the dashboard, it did. Lawn darts were legal. Ooh, bring those back. Playgrounds were made of steel. Feet had lead in it. Gas was under $1. Golden age to be alive. Mixtapes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I miss VHS tapes. I really do. Something satisfying about rewinding them.
Elmo?
Now, can you guys do me a favor? Pretty please. Lean right on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Lean right. A little bit more. A little bit more. Pivot. 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 Okay, back to where you were. Way to go, team. That was all you. Throw your hands up as high as you can, please. All the way up. There's a good breeze right here. The wind will dry off your armpits. Air it out. It smells like Old Spice and Secret. One of you's wearing Dove. What is that? A cucumber? Yeah, it is.
That's like an amazing thing.
One of you forgot. Like I am plugging right now. So this is the convention center. It's where we have conventions booked for the year 2025. Get a lot of conventions. Some of them are crazy. Some of them you'll never even know that they're here.
Look, that looks like the
Now, are
Spider-Man.
any of you visiting from somewhere where it's actually cold and you have winter? Okay, we don't do that here. We go spring, summer, summer, spring.
Yeah.
This is spring 2 we're in right now. It's delightful. It snowed here 4 years ago. People lost their mind.
Yeah.
It snowed for like 3 hours, and we shut down the airport, and like the roads were closed, and people were like, "Don't go outside." There's like white lava everywhere. If you look back behind me, you see the little grassy hills right here. It was covered in snow, and people were taking the trays from the food court in the mall and sliding down the hill. That's a double diamond.
I got it.
It's dangerous. Only experts are allowed on that one. Yeah. I made a snow angel in front of the Alamo. It was the most amazing day ever. So this is where the river ends, sorry, but the fun continues. Now, I need you to trust me. I know that's crazy. You don't even know me.
Holy
But I
crap.
think I know you, so you can trust me. Now, I'm going to stop the boat just for a second, okay? This
What?
only works if you're Tyler Woodbridge. Do you know who you are? Yeah, you're Tyler Woodbridge. It doesn't matter which side you're on. Whatever side you're on, please look over the edge and look straight down. You'll see something beautiful. Go ahead. This is your reflection. You're welcome. And remember that forever. If you're ever having a bad day, think back to the boat ride. Those of you that sat in the middle, you know you're gorgeous. You don't need that validation. When you left the hotel, you whispered, "Mission accomplished." You did. Now, have any of you done the boat ride before today? Anybody?
No.
Okay. Those of you that raised your hand, remember the old boats or just these? Okay, these boats are like 2 years old. The boats before it were skinnier, lower in the water, and went around that island.
Wow.
We can't do that anymore because the guys that made these boats never came here before. There's a broken rail by the island. No one thought about it. They made the boats 4 inches wider. First boat that went to the rail didn't make it. Rail ripped the hole on the whole left side of the boat. Went down in 2 minutes. No survivors. Everybody was 311. They said it was a small tragedy. There's a real short story in the news. You probably overlooked it. Gotta admit, it's a little bit funny. Now, to our right is a beautiful mosaic. It's called Confluence of Civilizations. The artist that created it was Juan O'Gorman. 130 feet long, 22 feet high, and there are 400,000 1-inch by 1-inch tiles. They're all natural stone, except for the darkest blue. They're ceramic tiles, painted that color, because we couldn't find that color, so we got them at Lowe's. Also on our right is the Grand Hyatt. You guys see the big windows way up top? Those are floor-to-ceiling windows, and those are townhouses. You have to buy them. You get all the perks of being in a hotel, like room service, valet parking, and dry cleaning. And there's a private pool on the roof. A 1-bedroom unit is between $300,000 and $500,000. 3-bedroom unit, are you ready? Starts at $2.5 million. They go as high as $6 million. But every single day, every 30 minutes, I will point out your home to a boat full of strangers. That's my guarantee. Now, we're going to go to the left now. As we come out from under the bridge, do me a favor. Look back behind me and just look up. You're going to see it like right over in this area. It's a big tower. It's the Tower of Americas. 750 feet tall. Observation deck, cocktail lounge, and there's a restaurant that does a revolution every hour while you eat. When it opened, it 15 revolutions every hour. People passed out. Plus, it was hard to get service. Every time the waiter came out, they were in a different section. If you guys go up to the tower today, I need you to do me a favor. One of you has to wear green. They take your photo in front of a green screen. You wear green, you don't show up in the photo. You're invisible. You're like a ninja. The first time I went up there, no one told me about it, and I was wearing a green hoodie. and I was with 4 of my friends, and I'm in the middle. Floating face. That's great. The last time I went, it was my wife's birthday, and she's an evil genius. She was like, "You're gonna wear this," and I'm like, "Okay." It was a green collared shirt and a white tie, and she's holding my tie, and I look like a balloon. Pretty awesome. But folks, we're back, and I have to let you go. I don't say this to everybody, but of all the tours I've ever done, you guys by far the most recent. And I will miss you like the desert misses the rain. But thank you for visiting San Antonio and the great state of Texas. Good news, folks. Tipping the drivers
There's
allowed.
10 minutes
accept
left
it,
in
and
the mall.
appreciate it if you had a great time. Please allow me to tie down the boat. I'll let you guys know when it's safe to exit. If you have